because of Jesus' blood, and your spirit leads me, guides me, fills me. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord Almighty, and we rejoice in you alone, for you are worthy, and you have given life to me, and I love to worship at your feet, and I love to love you just for who you are. I'm so grateful for the things that you have given me. Your love, your grace, your joy, your peace, and more. Holy, 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 holy is the Lord Almighty, and we rejoice in you alone, for you are worthy, and you have given life to me, and I love to worship at your feet. And holy, holy, holy is the Lord Almighty, and we rejoice in you alone, for you are worthy, and you have given life to me, and I love to worship at your feet, and I love to love you just for who you are. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord Almighty, and we rejoice in you alone, for you are worthy, and you have given life to me, and I love to worship at your feet, and I love to love you just for who you are. And I love to love you just for who you are. And I love to love you just for who you are.
Jesus, draw me ever nearer as I labor through the storm. You have called me to this passage, and I'll follow, though I'm worn. May this journey bring a blessing. May I rise on wings of faith, and at the end of my heart's testing, with your likeness, let me wait. Jesus, guide me through the tempest. Keep my spirit stayed and sure when the midnight.
I think that was the nod. Good morning, all, and welcome to our service this morning. You are really welcome as we gather together to meet with God this morning. I've prayed with Sarah and with Carol, and it's an open invitation today. Come join in. Come wherever you've come from, whatever you're thinking, whatever you're feeling, you're welcome here. So we're going to say together as an opening, and if you have any notices to give, I have a couple of things to say, but if you have any notices, your chance will be after this. We're going to say our gathering prayer together. It's up on the screen. Come, everybody, gather to worship. Everybody's welcome. God is here. Come if you're weary, hungry or thirsty. Everybody's welcome. God is here. Bring your rejoicing, your dancing and singing. Everybody's welcome. God is here. Bring all your failures, your questions and sorrows. Everybody's welcome. God is here. All shapes and sizes, faces and backgrounds. Everybody's welcome. God is here. All to the glory of Jesus our Saviour. Everybody's welcome. God is here. Everybody's welcome. God is here. Everybody is welcome. God is here. So, you are welcome. I have a few notices to give. I have banns of marriage to read out. So I need to do this, need to concentrate because I have to get the words right. So I published the banns of marriage between Matthew Richard Frederick Cooper and Kelly Louise Smith. They are both of this parish, and this is for the first time of asking. If any of you know a reason in law that these two may not marry, you are to declare it. Excellent. That unfortunate breath is over. So, those two, are they here today, Matthew and Kelly? No. It would be lovely to see them, wouldn't it? But that's for the first time of asking. You may know that we are, our church has a patronage by CPAS, which is the Church Pastoral Aid Society, and they look after us, and they are a national organisation within the Church of England that offer training and holidays away, and all sorts of support and resources. We have not had the best relationship with them over the last few years, mainly because we've not heard from them and they've not heard from us. So we're hoping to restart this relationship. At the back, there are some newsletters and prayer sheets and an introduction to CPAS. If you're interested in this patronage and in this relationship, you might like to take one of those booklets away and have a little look and see what it's all about. I hope that it will be a growing relationship over the next phase of our time together. Has anybody else got any notices that we need to give out this morning? Fabulous. Oh, sorry? Oh, yes. Is that today? I'm sorry. Next week, yes, thank you. We've had a request that we would have a special collection for the Ebola crisis that we could, it's through Tear Fund, isn't it? We would have a collection. So just a heads up, if you're here next week and you could bring something to put into a collection for them, that would be fabulous. And then we'll send that off to them, because that is an awful, awful thing that is happening across sub-Saharan Africa at the moment. Anyone else going to shout at me that something I've forgotten? Situation normal, don't worry, Jenny. Situation normal. Okay. We are going to stand and sing our first song together. Our God is a great big God.
Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great
please sit down. I'm so sorry, I'm trying to do something different this morning and it's not working. There we go. Fantastic. This morning, we are going to be focusing on the story of Moses. Moses, I'm so sorry, this is really irritating me. In the moment that I left it, it shut everything down. Anyway, I shall leave it at the moment. No, I think it's a finger problem. I don't think it's the technology itself, it's a finger problem. So, we are going to be learning about Moses. Moses lived thousands of years before Jesus was born. So he's at the very beginning of what we refer to as the Old Testament. He was, the beginning of the story, he was born as an Israelite. Here comes my tech support. Hurrah! He was born at a time when it was not good to be an Israelite. There was a genocide going on. And so his mother hid him and he was taken into Egypt and was raised as an Egyptian prince. But then because his mother was involved in his raising, he knew what his roots were. And so at a point when he saw an Egyptian guard mistreating slaves, he killed the Egyptian guard. This is all backstory to where we get to today. And then he ran away. Thank you. Then he ran away. And so we come, in our reading today and in our session today, we come to Moses as an older man. We come to Moses as an older man. And he's living with his uncle Jethro and looking after the sheep. From Israelite to prince to shepherd. What a journey. What a journey. And as Moses is going about his day, he has an encounter with God. He meets God, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to have our reading right at the end of the service this morning because I want to do this slightly differently. So our activities this morning, we split up in this service and we move around, and our activities are based upon that part of the story. There are things to do, things to make. There's food at the back to make a burning bush out of food. Over here, if you are not that keen on making and doing, come and sit and chat with other people, answer the questions. Over here, I've got an arty activity for you to do, and there's an arty activity on the table in the cross aisle. So please, feel free, get up, move around, have a go, have a look, chat to each other. On every activity, there is a talk about and think about, and have a look at those and see where your conversations take you. I'm going to give you 20 minutes, and then we're going to come back together. Okay, off we go. I can't hear you.